welcome to the last episode in today's 12-hour stream with the wonderful Kaiya of Nerd Out, who is going to blow our minds, absolutely.
Oh, no.
But before we hand over to them, please take a quick moment to check out our sponsors. We're going to be playing some Dark Matter aligned stuff today, so go and check out Dark Matter there. It's now available in hardback. With my code you can get $7.50 off, so go and buy it. Also check out the Deck of Many, who make wonderful moving cards that you can go and buy online now, and also Hero Forge for all of your miniature needs. Go and check them all out, they're all wonderful. Hero Forge, give it a bit of time because you'll get addicted, trust me. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Let's start with Kaiya herself. Oh hi!
Oh, hi. Oh, hello, that's me. Hi, everyone, I'm Kaiya Garten. I mostly live over on the Variant Roles channel with a show that I have called Nerd Out. There will be a special holiday episode this Monday. Look for some new updates. Holiday episode with me on the hot seat talking about Star Wars. This is my first streamed DM game. And only my fourth game, so I'd say be gentle, but why don't we go ahead and go down to Grant? Let's go to Grant.
Hi, everyone. My Grant Ellis. I went to the University of Hawaii on a ping pong scholarship. I'll be playing Guacamole. How about you, Lydia?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna play Dr. Glitch. She's not gonna show up. They're not gonna show up on time. Ever. Probably can't save your life, but I'll try. I'll try my best. I hope I make you proud.
I'm always proud of you, Dr. Glitch.
Last round we have...
If I had a heart, I'd feel something.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Ryomasa, or John. I'm playing KD47, or K-Day for short. I graduated from the College of... Well, that's not true. I flunked out of the College of Bad Matthew Mercer Impressions, which I'll be doing the rest of tonight. And I'm playing a gunslinger space cowboy, so expect horrible amounts of references and tropes. I'm not apologizing. It's just going to happen.
I'll be playing Crisis.
That sums up our entire crew in a nutshell.
Well, that's all we've got time for.
And good night.
Why don't we hand over to you? Why don't you set the scene?
Okay. All right. No big deal. Good evening, crew, and welcome to the Verse, an ever-expanding galaxy of opportunities both physically and fiscally. Your ship, the Isosceles, an Amoeboid transport ship, is piloted by its dark matter entity, or sentient ally, as some call them, but you lot have taken to lovingly referring to them as Sally. You are all currently in stasis, as Sally delivers you through the void, farther than most care to travel, in one single leap. Stasis has been implemented in the deep travels to avoid the, the distortions that tend to occur as reality bends to the ship. In stasis, it washes over you without thought. Your team, you're the best. Been going strong for almost a year now. Taking the jobs the furthest out beings tend to travel. Some legal, some not. But there's no law out this far. No help either. Recently you received a wave from a new client that remains anonymous. Odd for your crew, but their hefty payment in platinum is in your virtual vaults, so questions remain unasked. The job, an unmanned research station, has gone dark. Its data that it collects of the planet below is priceless. You can go on a vacation on one of them fancy elven planets, all-inclusive, it'll take 2 scoops of avocado, yes, I know the charge, but I don't care kind of planets. Besides, it's probably just some entity that went kaplooey, and it means flipping a switch and you'd be sipping Mai Tais out of the void in no time. What could possibly go wrong? Through your dreamless sleep, you hear Sally's voice piercing the veil. Let's see. We've made it through to our destination. Please take a moment to collect yourselves and report to the bridge. What do you do?
All right, K-Day, it's time to oil the old 10-bot.
I pull out my trusty grease pen. I start going over all of your joints.
and mine because I'm patterning myself after my hero Kade, the space cowbot. It's one of those things. I just want to make sure that you're ready to go today. Feeling quite limber myself. I'm collected.
Sorry, so I'm broke already. I'm gone. I just want to point out, whoever put us in the same gather, this was a bad idea. Just saying. But Cicada gets the oil in his joints a little bit, kind of rolls his shoulders a hot minute. It's like, I don't think I needed that today, but it does feel kind of nice. Does anyone remember where the bridge is?
I, of course, do.
Excellent.
Thank you, Dr. Glitch. You're so wise. Highly
Thank
educated.
you for saying that. And I'll
still
take.
owns are
I'll
outrageous.
just try to oil my things like in the same way that he did his.
So much oil.
If you need
And-
much help.
I'd be like, but wait a second, I have just a quick thing to take care of, and then I would spend way too long doing something else. Show up late.
Crisis will raise from their chamber without moving their arms or legs. They just float up and land. They are I've forgotten the dark matter word for it. The Aviara. They're the Aviara. That's what they are. Got it. Nailed it. We're all good here.
Crushed it. We're doing
Nice.
great.
Golden eyes.
I roll my
A white
face up already.
crest with a golden plume. And then plumes of bronze feathers with a white crest. They rise with a slight golden glow around them at all times. Morning!
Never. And every time I see this crisis, it doesn't cease to amaze me just how wonky physics gets around you.
Physics is broke.
I just thought it was the shrooms.
It might also be that, but I'm pretty sure all of us are seeing it, and I don't know if Lydia took any shrooms, but I definitely did not.
Well, I don't know about Lydia, but Dr. Glitch, on the other hand.
It is 11 o'clock p.m.
Shrooms have no effect on robots.
We'll get
They
there.
just-
I promise we're getting there.
I
They
do
just
not
don't like the
digest
work.
food the way that you do. But I still want you to like me.
Can we go to the bridge?
Yes. And
I'll
then
be
I
right
play
there.
some improvisational music on my skull pouch. That's my instrument of choice. It's like a little tobacco pouch. And I start slapping it on my hand.
Oh
I
my
play some-
god, it's like the space equivalent of like freaking shaky egg. Oh
Yes,
god.
yes. And then and I take it and I play us a little music on our way to the bridge. The door is like, I assume it like probably opens with like some mechanical method, but instead of like hitting the button, like I just like pull it open, strain myself
Guacamole.
slightly.
That was unnecessary.
Yeah, my whole character's unnecessary. I'm on brand.
On brand.
Crisis follows Guacamole, and despite rising from their chamber very gracefully, they do the bird hop to follow them. You know, the
Oh, I love that.
Dr. Glitch stays behind for quite some time, getting caught up in some other act that's unimportant, just organizing their bedding or like their morning routine, just taking way too long and not really realizing it.
Can I roll to notice Glitch not being here? Like, is that a thing I can do?
Punctuality is their goal for the new year.
So Glitch, you did not come.
No, not right away.
We're doing great. So who is on the bridge right now?
I am.
Okay.
Crisis is, I am.
Okay.
Cool.
So for those on the bridge, you look out through this very like pay window-esque porthole of your transport ship. That Ford transport ship is on the smaller side, so it's not like there's 8 million nooks and crannies for y'all to get lost in. It's very very simple layout. Maybe 10 people max can fit comfortably on it. And you look out at this massive station that is orbiting this mysterious planet, not one you've ever really seen before. The station is circular in nature and looks too large to be an unmanned data collecting station. You would think that one of those would be the size of a large satellite. This is immense. And from this circular station, you see this tube-like structure that drops out the bottom of it and leads directly down towards the planet, puncturing its atmosphere and disappearing into the clouds below. Sally comes back and goes, I have not been able to gather any information about the station. It's completely dark. There is no power. I can't even dock. We'll have to be a little creative in getting in there. But life support, everything, it's off. Backup generators should have come on, but it is dark.
Wings spread from Crisis's back as they address the console. We shall bring them the light of Osiris!
That's one way of doing it.
I can hold my breath for 90 seconds. Does that help?
Don't.
Well, nope, he's trying.
Takes about 3 tries.
Sally just goes, well done. I do not believe that will be helpful. Don't forget, you do have spacesuits, as this is a fully equipped transport ship.
I look at my hat and I tie it down around my chin. Fish bowl helmet over my head. Tight form-fitting.
Dr. Glitch hears that things are going badly and they just hurry up whatever they're doing and realize that they're late. Look at their fake watch that they don't have and just run down to the bridge.
Fashionably late.
Well,
time was not put into my programming correctly and it's a glitch.
Check out that immense data collection facility. I've never seen anything so huge.
Maybe one day, if I can get vacation time from this ship.
I think we need to investigate. Do you need oxygen to live, Dr. Glitch? Or are you just like...
Guacamole, you'll know they're a robot, right?
Well, I whoa. And my mind's like blown. I just like, but what does that make me?
I do not need oxygen in your atmosphere. I will be fine.
Atmosphere. All right. I need oxygen, so I'm gonna be rocking this tank.
Are you sure you have enough oxygen at this moment?
I do, but not all of it gets to my head.
Oh, I am a doctor. Do you need that inspected?
I'll make an appointment, I say, kind of confused.
That's good. I might be running late that day.
It's okay. God forgives you. No, he doesn't say that. It's just like... Kumbaya. Yeah, so Guacamole's gonna be outfitting himself in a spacesuit. Just what's the best way to get over there? Crisis, are you just gonna like fly over, or do we take a runner ship? I'm not familiar.
We can take a runner ship for your programming.
You will know that with your ship comes a life support, life pods, probes, sensors, shield generators, sick bay, and teleporters.
Oh. We can teleport there by the light of Osiris. And Apollo, who is Greek.
I heard probe, frankly, and I'd like to send something vaguely in the direction of that ship so I don't have to go there with the possibility of getting shot at.
You want to send out a probe?
Yes. I don't know how to do that, but we're going to try.
Okay. You can ask Sally to send out a probe, which she will, but you will have to be the one who operates it.
That's
fine.
fine.
So why don't we roll one out?
Cool.
And
what do I do for
let's do... Are you looking for anything specific through this probe?
Just trying to see if there's any, like, signs of what might have caused this problem on the exterior and whether or not things are out of place for that particular ship.
Okay, let's make it a
Station.
investigation. Yeah.
Sweet. I'm so bad at that. Let's do it.
Perfect. I can't wait.
Me too.
What do we get?
So that's like a 12.
12? Okay.
That's not the worst.
All right. So you pilot this probe around. You're looking through. Let's say there's a viewfinder on the bridge, and you're doing your best to kind of keep up with the video feed, but you kind of don't necessarily know exactly what you're looking for. From the surface, nothing looks damaged. There's no blaster marks. There's no breaches in the hull that you can see. Everything seems to be in tip-top shape. The reason that it's gone dark still remains a mystery.
Well, looks like I'm gonna bring at least a gun. Probably 2.
Yeah. Sally will come on and say, I did try to run a search for life forms, but I found nothing. Could be the bulkhead is very thick, or they did say it is unmanned. But always expect the unexpected.
That's how I live my life. I'll bring my sword.
Your sword.
So Kay just kind of like looks over at this, like, I'm assuming you mean like a legit sword, right? Like it's not even a space sword, it's just a sword.
Yeah, I've got it right here.
Okay.
Bought it off
Even-
Amazon.
Yes, yeah. Kay just kind of like looks over at this, like, what is essentially a pointy bit of metal,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and just like taps on their bracer a little bit and just sort of pulls a gun out and is like, here, you're gonna need that.
Never had much use for him, but I'll take your gun.
Yeah, just it might vanish out of your hand depending on the kind of fight we get into, so just be aware.
Yeah, with like trembling hands, I grab this symbol of power and like I'm just like, I'll keep it close to my heart, and I like duct tape it on the front of my spacesuit.
Are you going to scare them with that hat?
K-Day,
It's not nice.
our hats are intimidating, terrifying, they're ferocious.
Yeah, they are definitely a couple of those things. At some point, we got to get you a real hat, Guacamole.
Oh gosh!
So-
Wait, I forgot. Guacamole's wearing a dopey hat over a stupid helmet where one half is white and one half is black. My
Yep.
helm of change alignment that doesn't work because I'm true neutral. That's my magic item. It's like,
Yep.
yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you a new hat and a
So
new
it's helmet, hat, fishbowl. Got it.
whatever that is. Sally, can you park us closer?
Of course. And Sally will move to get you close. Let's say she'll probably be able to get you within. She'll probably be able to get you within like 10 feet. And she will let loose a cable to attach it and pull taut, so that if you wanted to, you could attach your suits to it and kind of pull yourself over without having to use any of the thrusters.
Katie gets like the suit, walks over to like what is, I presume, like some sort of airlock functiony thing. Starts to open the door, stops, turns to Christ and is like, "Are we gonna fight over who goes first, or do you want to take it this time?"
The sun does not need to fight. It always wins.
Yep, that's what I thought. And Katie sort of like takes a step back, like, "All right, clearly I'm not having this fight today."
I
And
tap
big
a
thank
button.
you
Yeah.
to
No, go
V's
ahead.
Knees, who donates an auto success to Dr. Glitch, and Michael Wayne, who gifts a sub to Grant. Grant, you've been around these parts 10 months now, subbed.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Huzzah! Thank you so much.
It's like a baby that's 1 month old.
Yes.
That's had a sub baby.
Little
9 months.
baby.
It is. He's got little baby feet, little baby arms, chubs.
Little baby.
It's a little chunk.
Oh, baby.
So cute.
Sub baby.
So
That'll
who-
give you an advantage as well, Grant. Sorry, carry on.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm gonna need that as I tap a button on my fishbowl helmet, and like a little like Bob Dylan, Neil Young style harmonica comes up in my suit in front of my mouth. Just, I gotta have.
Nobody can hear it because it's in the helmet. Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
visitors.
Grant, your mic's out as a note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Grant just went.
Oh,
Oh,
He just flew through slow space.
oh my
The dark,
goodness.
the dark matter got them.
oh no.
Thing that happens in space.
This space
have
is
a power
affecting
surge?
Guacamole weirdly.
I feel like they just had a power surge.
It
think they
doesn't
might have
look
done.
like, yeah. The light's flickering.
Either that or it's a poltergeist.
Showing up late
Yep,
is my
power
thing.
fluctuations, yep.
They're
Yo.
here.
Remember
All
that
right.
clip from maybe a year or a year and a half ago when the guy his place got struck by lightning while he was on stream? Do you remember that?
Oof. So painful.
So it looks like I'm back now.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, there was a power fluctuation, and what happens is Zoom's audio driver causes like all my system resources to spaz out if something happens to my microphone. And because there was a power fluctuation, it like knocked everything in the house out for just a microsecond. But yeah, it was weird.
That is
Sorry about that.
exciting.
But let me become guacamole again. Yeah, no one can hear the harmonica. Just
Probably because Sally turned the comms off.
So I was like, I am done with this. Good night.
So who is helming the way to get to this bulkhead? To this airlock?
that'll be me.
You need your
Um,
doctor.
Is it
I'll be there in a minute, though. I have to do something else.
Actually, let's talk about that. Guacamole's like, I typically ride bitch, and like tries to squeeze into the middle. Yeah.
K-Day just like watches Guacamole take a seat in the middle, looks at Crisis, who is clearly already sat in like the pilot seat, and is like, I am ready, and then sees Glitch like start to wander off and is like, nope, you're coming this way.
Sorry, brother.
Just like take a seat. Plenty of time to get more time later. I don't know.
I just had
Um,
something that I had to check on, but you're
Yeah,
right.
you can check it later.
hmm
It'll be there when you get back. Hopefully. Right. So they kind of like make sure everybody is sitting in the thing first, and then sits down.
Everybody in, KD?
Yeah, for the most part.
All right, I'll start the ignition.
We'll start the initiative. Scrat, don't do this to us. We're not even moved yet.
Wait, what are we starting the ignition on?
The lifeboat or whatever it is.
The
The purse.
self-destruct mechanism.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, but what
I
we
don't know
did
how it
was
works.
we flew 10 feet to the thing, and we're like, we're taking the lifeboat the rest of the way. That is what happened, and
rowing.
we're rolling with it. It's fine.
That's, you know what? We're doing it live. That is totally fine. Okay. Cool.
Beautiful.
He's just screaming at
You-
it. That's the only way he knows how to start it. Just...
Okay. And
Sally, make it go. Make it go.
I just want to say an opportunity was missed to be the hyper chicken from Futurama. I'm a simple backwater hyper chicken. No,
Oh god.
I mean, it's still the beginning of the game if you wanted to change. I embrace it. Go ahead.
Mike Wayne gifts a sub to Pruitt. Pruitt.
Hey!
For 3 months. They now
Jonathan
have
Pruitt.
a scroll of passing your academiness. Carry on. You have an advantage to gift. I'm 10 hours in or more. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
We're doing great. I have literally 7 pounds of caffeine flowing through my veins. We're good to go.
Woo!
Woo!
All right.
Finally got the espresso going today. Cool. So Sally graciously got you 10 feet from what looks like the top of the station that has a you can see that there is a place to dock for, let's say, a small teleport ship like the one you were all in. Who's steering this thing?
That would be the bird by screaming. So, I feel like what actually happens is like Crisis is screaming at it and Kay's like reaching over and just driving it from the other seat. Just like
Crisis just has programmed all of our electronics to just work on his screaming.
yes.
There's a very big difference between the left scream and the right scream. And
Yes.
I told you when we originally started this, I was like, I don't know who's gonna win, y'all's amazing characters or my dark spooky. Like, I knew I was gonna lose. It's totally fine.
That gives an advantage to Lydia.
Hey. I'm not gonna make you roll anything, but
You can if you want.
You could.
Go on, make me roll something intelligence-based. I dare you.
It would be great.
Technically, I was thinking of a dex base, and so I was thinking a sleight of hand roll to make sure that you can actually park this thing in an airlock.
I'm just gonna put it like this, okay? I have a proficiency in religion at level 5. Religion is an intelligence-based stat, so that means I now have 0 in religion.
But he could pray for it.
Oh, that's where you put that number. Okay.
So when we roll
Oh boy.
A 15. I rolled a 15.
a 15,
That's not bad.
that's totally fine. So you're able to dock this. Fuck.
You're really skilled.
When it comes to
And-
landing, you have to flap. You have to flap to land. You can't not flap when you're landing. Like,
You were
Oh my
kicked
god!
out of the nest at a young
Dr.
age.
Glitch sees other people flapping. They're flapping too. You
Crisis
guys,
is
get into it.
Yeah, and Guacamole's like goes full R. Kelly and it's just like, I believe I can fly.
Oh,
Like,
I did not know where we were going when we mentioned R. Kelly. I'm glad we went
Yeah.
to the song.
no. Yeah, I'm like Space Jam era, not Netflix stuff.
Asian era legit.
Oi.
So you
Alright.
So you dock the life pod, you dock the teleport ship through the airlock, and it's using the energy from the pod, you're able to jumpstart at least getting it open.
Mm.
Does everybody have a suit on?
No,
No.
Dr. Glitch needs to take some time to get hers on.
Okay. Does Doctor? Okay. Go ahead and do that, because as soon as this airlock is popped, you are going into an atmosphere that has no life support going.
It takes a while.
Okay, it's gonna be great. Who wants to help? Get her armor on.
I'll help you, Dr. Glitch.
I should also-
Guacamole does the thing that they advise you to do in airplanes, which is gets their suit on first and then goes to look at the children to find out if they've gotten theirs on by the time they've gotten around to it.
Are you
Crisis
calling
does not
Dr.
have a
Glitch
suit.
a child?
No,
Crisis needs a suit. Crisis needs a suit.
I've got
Maybe a little bit.
Here, I got you the Paisley one. And like I'm put on a Paisley spacesuit. Picture day.
Oh, that's
Want you to
adorable.
look great.
They hug Guacamole to get their spacesuit on, and they
Yeah.
don't make eye contact with the others.
And for Poots and Haha, since you have a spacesuit on, I feel like that's an extra layer. Go ahead and add a +1 to your AC.
Yay! AC 11. Woo!
Oh boy!
God,
Y'all-
bless
Alright.
you,
Crisis
All I'm
is also
saying
going-
is like we've met Guacamole for approximately 3 minutes, but if anything were to happen to him, I will kill everyone on this station and then myself.
Pruitt's in chat. Pruitt can vouch.
9-9.
Guacamole's soloed some big bads.
This will be good.
Looks like a cinnamon, but will actually kill everybody.
Hey, that's fine.
Crisis also needs a suit. He's gonna go back and join Dr. Glitch and put in a suit on. I think Crisis's suit looks a lot like. Did you all see D&D Live? The Sam Riegel versus Brian versus Liam O'Brien. Well, Sam Riegel had a wonderful suit on there with a white one with the gold wings, and that's all of that, and that is 100% what Crisis's suit looks like.
I think that
I would like you to take a -1 to your AC.
it takes them a really long time.
Oh man. Okay. No, I'm here for it.
Yep.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Stunning.
Whew. Well, on the other hand, I know where people are going to be striking first. It's the glowing gaudy one. That's fine.
It's perfect. It's absolutely
Perfect.
perfect. Okay. So Sally will use the telepod to pop the airlock for y'all if you're ready.
Can you just wait a second? I have a thing to do.
Of course.
Sally, pop the
I
airlock.
have a thing to do on the other side of the ship. It'll be a minute. If you could
What? What?
Sally, just pop the airlock.
Sally pops the airlock.
Just pop it.
So one of the reasons that I just stopped the music is because I feel like nobody understands that in space there is
very
no oxygen.
quiet.
So you go from this oxygen-filled life pod into this dark station. The airlock pops. The only thing you can hear is the breathing and the heartbeat inside your suit. But the feet hitting, the mag boots hitting the station floor makes no sound. You could throw something across, and as it floats effortlessly, it would hit the wall and you would hear nothing. This ship is dead.
It's one of the few things Firefly got really right. Wait a minute. Hold on. Who brought a harmonica?
Oh, crackling Rosie, get on board. Sorry, I'm like Neil Diamonding it over here.
That's fine.
I'm a little disappointed it wasn't Hootie and the Blowfish, but you know, live your best life.
Be with you. No, let her cry.
Yep.
Guacamole's
Let the tears roll down her face.
He doesn't hang with Hootie, unfortunately. He's like,
Oh.
it's the 5th best-selling album of all time. It was. Sorry, I won't go into my rock trivia. Yeah, I brought a harmonica. You need me to play?
No, I could just hear
So I
you
have
playing
a pocket
it.
keyboard.
Calms her. Oh no. All right. Well, actually, you know what? Go ahead and play the pocket keyboard.
Yeah, and I started to play "Take on Me" by Aha. I like the song. I wrote it.
Cool. Did you plug it into your suit, or are you playing it in space?
Yeah, I
with
plug
no
it
sound?
in, and the nice
Okay,
thing
cool.
is it
I was like,
lowers my battery
double-checking.
much more quickly than it normally would.
Place it in space, and there's so you stand now at the entrance to this very large station, and you see a hall leading down, and it is almost pitch black. There's a little bit of light coming through the portholes, but not very much. So I would say that you're down to dark vision if you have it. Sally will come over your comms. I was able to locate some form of map. It's coming on your screens now. And on your front-facing screen, there is a rough estimate map, though your location on it is difficult to apprehend. unless somebody wants to try and figure out this map.
I would like to try.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a survival check.
Oh shoot. Okay,
Remember,
I would love
you
to.
have advantages.
Yes.
Oh,
Or I'll allow you to do
Can I
survival
help?
or investigation.
I was gonna
Normally
say.
reading a map, I would say survival.
investigation! I'm so good at.
Then I will allow investigation.
I will investigate this map.
Investigate it so hard.
I would like to use advantage. Scott, what were you gonna say?
Nothing. I just saw a certain box that Kaiya was holding and I got excited.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say Guacamole, who has like all these negative modifiers and everything, actually has a +7 to survival. That's the only skill that like everything else is like -1, -2. Even if I have proficiency in it, I got a +7 in survival. I need to
You
figure
know
out how
what?
that
I don't know if we're ever gonna get to do it again. Guacamole, why don't you roll a survival check? Dr.
Okay.
Glitch, why don't you roll an investigation check? And we'll
Yeah.
see
It's like a group check.
who does what.
Ooh,
I'm gonna use my
I
advantage.
did it. I did so good.
What'd
I
you
got
roll?
a 25.
25 and a what?
I did advantage and I rolled an 18.
Do you have anything added to that?
No, that's just don't belittle it.
I wasn't gonna belittle it at all. I just was making sure that was the final number. 18 is so good. You did so great. I'm so proud of you. Good job. So both of you are able to discern roughly kind of where you are. And you get the sense that if the station is dead, let's see. The first place you would probably want to check is the bridge.
Mm.
Just see what you can get online.
It'll be a
So
minute. I have some other things to do.
yeah, so you'll see if you look at it, you roughly have an idea where you are, and the bridge looks like it is 2 levels up and towards the front of the ship. So it's down this hall and 2 levels up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guide your crewmates?
Follow me. Lead the way. And like I pull out my like space needle, my sword.
Your sword? I thought you were just holding out a replica of the Seattle Space Needle.
It's that on a hilt.
This is the future. This is the future right here. It's all
All
gonna
right.
look like this. And like even if it's like I'm not slow walking, I make myself slow walk very dramatically, as if I'm moving through space.
I would say, yeah, you guys are probably, you're moving full
I don't know what
speed.
the gravity's like.
It feels weird though, because it is 0 gravity. There's no rotation to the ship. There's nothing. It's dead. It's a dead ship.
If it's 0 gravity, I would not be walking. I would be taking this opportunity to fly without needing to use any magic.
Perfect.
Wings outspread, pushing off.
do you have something that is using momentum, or did somebody literally tie a rope to you like a balloon?
I think we should all rope ourselves to each other, right? Around the waist. We should, just so we don't get too far apart.
If you rope yourself to Dr. Glitch, they're gonna take their time like investigating every other thing, which is
Okay.
I mean, it's great. You guys should definitely rope to Dr. Glitch, but they're gonna need a minute.
Okay.
So we've got Crisis at the front of the rope line, trying to pull everyone along, and Dr. Glitch at the back, like being an anchor.
Hold on.
She's like,
Okay.
I think Kate is like right in front of Glitch and just has like an arm wrapped up in the rope and is just pulling.
Same time, they want to be like their bro and the little sis, but like, oh my god,
I have to
there's
do
so
this
much
thing.
to-
So as you guys traverse down this hallway, pulling a very begrudging and curious Dr. Glitch from the back, a very majestic Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, Crisis floating overhead.
Macy's Day Parade, I'm there though.
I will say that you make it to the bridge without serious issue. It does make things a little interesting when you do find that you have to go up 2 levels, but the zero gravity actually helps you out a little bit. Prying open the I wouldn't say the pod bay doors, that's very 2001: A Space Odyssey. The elevator doors, for lack of a better word. The lift doors, there we go, for our fellow friends overseas. You're able to glide up and make it to the bridge. On the bridge, you see it's just like a platform on top of, you saw a little bit of it when you were flying in, but it's a platform on top of the station that is just windows 360 around, and it's quite beautiful. And you finally get a really, really great glimpse over this planet as it just moves slowly as it orbits almost with the planet. And you see before you just dust and crystallize as the station hasn't been touched in years. What would you like to do? Welcome to the bridge.
Is there any beings around that need examined? Are they dead? Is anyone asleep?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Oh, boy. A 16.
16? Okay. You look around and it's a pretty big bridge. Still very strange for what is supposed to be a data collecting center. And you don't see any beings. You don't see any bodies. You don't see much of anything.
Okay, so I am a Vect, and I am full of nanos that are robotic. So
Okay.
I check their computers.
Okay.
Can I see if I can get another picture of what's going on? There's no humanoids that are dead, but can I?
Yeah, so you can walk up to the main computer, and you can notice, kind of like in Star Wars, they have those really cool ports that R2-D2 would use to kind of break into the blaster doors. And though there is no energy running to this board at the moment, you could use yours as kind of like a closed circuit battery to run these computers for a short period of time. So if you would like to, let's just roll a straight intelligence check.
Okay.
Have you used your advantage yet?
Yes.
I don't
You
think
had
that
a-
Wait, don't you have an auto success kicking around?
Yeah, you had a
I think you have an auto
Not
success.
success kicking around. I'm
and
gonna
not
succeed this.
That sounds great. So you get in there, and let's say that, okay, with the auto success. So you're obviously not going to be able to run these computers for a long period of time because it's going to end up draining your own cells. But what you're able to glean from this computer is that a few weeks ago, there was a major surge. And the surge started down in what is listed on the computer as the server room, down in the bottom of the ship. And the computer tried to run diagnostics quickly, but it was so quick and it was so powerful that it overtook the computers. You also get an updated schematic that is more accurate than the maps that Sally was able to glean. And you notice that there are annexes that have been built onto this that didn't show up on the map. You glean a little bit that perhaps they're trying to harness something from the planet, but before you're able to get to what, the power goes out. But at least you have an idea of where you would need to go to start up the station again. The server room and the power room are down there. You get a sense that there was a surge that happened, and that there's probably something hinky going on with the ship. And let's see, with an auto success, let's see if there's some more information they can throw at you. The name of the ship is the Isogorgo Station.
Okay.
And let's see. Did I write it down? Maybe I didn't. That's fine. And you also get a flash of a company called The Firm. And then everything goes dark.
Thank you very much,
Okay,
Michael
so
Wayne, who gifts a
I hold-
sod to Kaiya. Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
Glad to be here.
I hold all of that information in my robot brain, and I relay it to Guacamole and KD4 and Crisis.
Dr. Glitch, I have lots of magic. Maybe we could get this thing running from here. I have lots of energy spells like Fireball and Burning Hands and Hellish Rebuke. I'm going to produce a flame. Let's get
know
this thing
some of
rolling.
those too.
I've got cat
Crisis, that is great. I know some of those too. I'm very impressed.
Well, let's just put it in the machines.
The machines, yes, let us. Well, I have to do this thing first, though, so just give me a minute. And Dr. Glitch exits stage right to do a thing.
Okay. Glitch is gone.
KD, do I set the ship on fire?
That's completely up to you.
Kaden watches Glitch go, weighs the pros and cons of happily will also set fire to ship with Crisis, leaves for 30 seconds, decides with the lesser of two evils, and then goes, no, don't set the bridge on fire, Crisis. We might need that later.
Oh.
But, just a hunch, you'll probably get to set some other stuff on fire later.
Yeah.
Set my heart on fire. Sorry.
I'm gonna do that bird thing. I'm gonna preen the back of my neck.
You're gonna preen the back of your neck.
Yeah.
Dr. Glitch, where were you going? Was there any rhyme or reason, or were we ADHDing?
Dr. Glitch was gonna go and check for other, I guess, like bodies or anything that was disabled that they could get useful information from. But really, I think they're just kind of ADHDing. They're just kind of just like, oh, there's the computer, and like just like getting information from anything, even if it's going to be counterproductive, and even if it's not like helpful to the mission, they can't help it.
Totally fine. So you want to go and try and get, I'll say that you have enough external energy to try another computer before you have to take a moment to build up more.
For sure.
Yeah, go for it. Let's see. So you went to the main bridge computer. There are other stations around.
I'm just gonna like undo my fingers and just be like, and like, you know, that's how it happens.
Okay, so we'll say that there are multiple computers around. Why don't you tell me what computer checks your, what computer
is there a sick
catches
bay?
your eye? Yeah. What?
Is there a sick bay?
Is there a sick bay? Yes.
Cool. I'd like to patch into the computers of the sick bay to see like what the people of the ship died of. If it was like, because I have a specialty in infectious disease, so if it was an infectious disease, I like to know. If it was just like we mechanically shut them down, that's cool too. I don't know if the people of the ship are like robotic or what, so that's good to know.
Okay. You did know coming in before. I will give you the information that you did know coming in that this is an unmanned station.
An unmanned. There's all robots.
Correct.
Tight.
There is a sick bay for the people who are building the station, and just in case people needed to use the station as a way station. But that currently, to your knowledge, when you docked with it, it was unmanned and used only for data research and analysis.
Here now, and I'm going to get that information. So
perfect. Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check.
Sweet. Sweet. I don't know my alphabet. There we go. What did you tell me to roll?
Intelligence?
Intelligence. There we go. I rolled a big 5.
A big 5. All right. I will say that when you tried to sync with this specific computer, you got distracted by something to your left and didn't actually dock with it, had a little whoop, and wasn't able to really get any kind of information from it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'll say that you still have one energy source should you want to use it down the road. You got distracted.
I feel like I was distracted, but I was like, no, I did it. I did the thing.
Okay. I often have a tendency to be too kind of a DM. I am a kind DM.
Yes.
Do you head back to the crew?
I do, and I would just let them know that there were just no humans here that had any sort of infectious disease. Whether or not that's true, I don't know, but that's my specialty.
Okay. I would like everyone to roll a perception check for me.
That's a good
Job,
start.
guys.
I live with my eyes closed.
Scrat was
I got a nat 1.
Okay.
all right. Good start, everybody. Good start.
So because I never know how to read this, do we have what do we have? A 7, a 6, and a
7, a
5?
6, and a 5.
Okay.
Left side
No one knows
is
shit.
without advantage.
We don't know shit.
We just don't notice anything.
Crisis was preening, and Katie was just like, "What?" And Guacamole was like, "That's real pretty."
Okay, so we'll say
I'm like fogging up the inside of my mask, but just
we will say that you guys were really really taken by the view in front of you and did not notice an entity appearing from, almost seemed to come out from the wires themselves after the jolt of energy that Dr. Glitch put in to receive this information. And you see before you a very ethereal looking entity, and it goes to take a swipe at, let's see.
Well, it's going to take a swipe, and we definitely don't see it yet.
Yep. So it's going to take a swipe at Crisis. It rolled terribly, though, so you guys will probably see it after this. And that's going to be an 11 to hit.
Meets beats.
Meets beats? Oh, so it actually does hit you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Important point of fact. Were you joking when you said about the -1 to AC?
No, I wasn't. No, yes, I was joking. I was joking.
Oh, you were joking. Okay.
Yes,
then it
I
would not
wasn't
hit.
serious was what I meant to say.
I was like, okay, then it hits. No, and then it wouldn't hit. Then it wouldn't
hit. Okay. Then Crisis, you feel this kind of cold energy start to come out at you, and at the last second you move out of the way, and you all look over to Crisis going, ah! And
Fluffy
see
bird.
this very ethereal looking entity, and I'd like you all to roll initiative. Roll initiative! Oh god. And can someone track initiative for me?
Certainly, I'll take that up. I say so confidently,
Ready,
then
green
suddenly
chat.
realize I have no pen and paper.
No, I'll write it here in the Zoom chat. It's easy. So I got it. It's going to be Lydia. Who has the higher dex between John and Lydia? Characters, K-Day and Dr. Glitch.
My dex is
I think that's me. I've got a dex of 5.
Okay, so it'll be K-Day, Dr. Glitch, Crisis. Even Guacamole got a 17. And then wherever
You guys are really
the
nicely clumped.
buddies
That's
go.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then who's last? Guacamole?
Guacamole was 17.
So Crisis and Guacamole have the same initiative?
No, Crisis has 18.
Okay. All right, K-Day, you are
Cool.
up first.
All right, so
See
this thing
this thing floating in the air.
this thing's pretty close to us, right?
Yeah.
How close? How like space wise?
I would say the bridge is pretty expansive. But I would say you guys were probably all pretty close together. I'd say within 15 feet of you.
All right. So it looks like it's made out of like energy, right?
Yes.
All right. So K-Day decides to maybe not shoot it with lightning. But then goes looks at this thing, looks at Guacamole, just sighs, reaches for the gun that's duct taped to his chest, pulls it off, and fire.
Okay.
And then just fires.
You should just fire it from my chest, like pick me up.
Actually, no, that's better. Kate just grabs the gun, moves Guacamole there, and just starts shooting.
It's like
from
Rocket
there.
Raccoon. It's great.
All right. Go ahead and roll your attack.
So we got 2 of those things. So I think this is going to roll with advantage. I'm just going to use the 2 on the number for both attacks, if that makes sense. Yeah, it did. That's not bad at all, actually. So a 24 and a 20 to hit.
That was both hit. Roll damage.
Okay. Out of curiosity, does either of those beat the thing's AC by 5?
They both beat the AC's AC.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna because I've got duelists, so one of them is just gonna do an extra D10 thing, an extra D6 thing.
Okay. And is this a +1 weapon or no?
This one is not. No.
Okay.
I didn't. No. The +1 weapon is named Sundance. It's still currently on my hip.
Is this Casey?
Yes.
Is this Casey? Casey in this? Never mind.
I got it.
Yes.
Thanks, Grant. Thanks, Grant. It's fine. It's totally fine. Showing my age. This is fine.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button. So that's 10 radiant from 1.
Okay.
4, and I'm gonna just roll the d6 over here because I can't figure out a way to do that macro. So 19 radiant total.
19 radiant.
Yeah.
Okay. It.
Bang bang.
Pissed. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Dr. Glitch, you are up.
Cool. Dr. Glitch, how close are they to just one of the assailants? Can they touch them?
You can use your movement. You can use half your movement to probably get there and touch them.
Okay, I would like to use half my movement and touch one of them.
Okay.
And I will use Shocking Grasp. Are they wearing metal armor?
They are not.
Oh my god, really? This is space.
You could use your advantage just because you have one.
Fuck it. You're right.
It's true.
Good point. I will use my advantage and I'm going to Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
Are we good?
Yeah, go for it.
Right.
Hey.
So how much damage are you dealing with your Shocking Grasp?
Oh, shit. 4. Big 4.
Big
but
4.
I'm going to not give them a reaction. I'm going to back away.
Okay.
As far as I can.
Perfect. So as you release this Shocking Grasp into them, what does it look like?
It looks like just what you'd expect an electrocution to look like. Like if you plugged in a plug into your wall and you weren't being careful, or just like nothing special, nothing like out of the ordinary, just like you electrocuted yourself and you are just now just can't make a reaction. So I'm gonna back away.
Okay. The entity will look at you and grimace as the lightning goes through them, and doesn't seem to affect them as much as you'd like it to.
Oh my god, no.
Crisis, it's your turn.
And as these things appear, Crisis, fully fluffed, turns towards them. How many of them are within a 5 feet radius of me?
Well, currently there is only one within your sight.
That will do. How many of my friends are within a 5 foot radius of me?
Well, let's see. Dr. Glitch moved away. It swiped at you. K-Day, did you move away from it as well? Because you didn't have to move within it to shoot.
Nope.
And we'll say Guacamole's probably about 10 feet away. So it's just you.
Perfect. And then I don't accidentally hurt anyone as I turn around and say my radiant word, Kaka! And burst into fiery flames.
Oh my god.
They need to make a DC 15 Constitution save or be radiantly damaged as I decry, how dare you try to strike me, one of the sun's chosen!
Okay, you said what? Has to make a DC 15 Constitution?
Yeah.
It rolled an 18, so it saves.
It takes no damage.
It takes no
Do it again though. Like do the sound.
One more time.
It's so threatening. I'm damaged.
Oh, okay. Kaka, at the sound of Kaka,
Oh my lord.
you had thought that it would have struck fear into its heart, but instead it just moved out of your range of the spell and had the opposite effect, unfortunately. And it remains unscathed and a little confused. Crisis, do you have anything else?
Not currently, but I would like to monologue at it no less. You know, just like I did. How dare you strike one of the sun's chosen? I am one of the glorious bird people. And I'm actually going to transfer into celestial speech and start carrying on like. That's celestial, by the way.
Okay. Yep. All right. So Crisis uses the rest of their turn to Kaka. Guacamole, it is your turn.
Yeah, as I'm like being held by K-Day and used as a firearm, I gently place my hands on K-Day's metallic forearm and just say, "Be good," and cast Heroism, which gives you a whopping -2 temporary hit points. You don't get any because I have negative modifiers, but it doesn't hurt you. Like, and that's official. They're like, F, you had a 5 charisma. But you can't be frightened for as long as I maintain concentration.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do, so I don't want to get frightened by these aberrations.
Well, that is the most awkward definition of a big damn hero if I've ever heard one. A plus.
One of these days.
One of these days you're gonna love me. Okay. Guacamole, do you have anything else?
I feel safe. I feel safe being up close and personal with these folks. So I do kind of like beckon all the combatants to. I'm like, what, is that all you got? Why don't you bring it over here? You afraid to buck this tiger? You know, it's I'm working on my cowboy.
You're so good at it.
I'm developing hip action. So my dance instructor said I had good developing hip action.
Why did you get
Okay.
It's important.
We move from Guacamole and it is now this entity's turn. This entity is going to move towards you, Crisis, since you were the last one to be closest to it. And I would like you to make a DC 13 charisma saving throw.
Yeah. 18.
18. Okay, you save as this entity tried its hardest to pull itself into you to take over your body, but you were able to will it away. And for a moment, you feel this utter sadness as it moves away from you and tries its best. I think that's all it can do. Yeah. And it screams at you, and that is its turn. So top of the round is K-Day.
Kayday has just watched all of this go down. And so Kayday has approximately 3 seconds and just goes, Glitch, don't use lightning on the energy creature. Crisis, don't miss. Guacamole, I'm sorry. And like pulls him back into the line of fire. But I'm going to hotshot this one. Okay. So we're going to overcharge the blaster that is currently strapped to Guacamole's chest.
We're going to overcharge. Are we saying we're going to overcharge it with the possibility it might explode?
It's not going to explode, but it's specifically coded as overheat, which I think is probably going to be uncomfortable because I'm a dick. So like I feel like if it's duct taped to his chest, maybe it's going to be really uncomfortable for a hot second.
Okay. Okay.
So that's what we're going to do.
Let's see how this goes. Go ahead and roll.
What we got for rolls here. Those are pretty good. 18 and 19.
Both hit.
Cool. Did any of them beat it by 5?
Both did.
Excellent.
The AC of this monster is 11. So
gotcha.
Yes.
Cool. So sorry, I have to read this now.
No, yeah. I've had to read so much stuff. You're fine.
Whenever you hit a creature with an attack from the blaster during the action, you deal additional time. Okay, so I need to roll. So what it is it's the blaster is 2d6, and it means that every shot that hits is rolling 3d6 plus the 1d6 from Duelist. So I'm just going to hit it 3 times for 3d6 and roll a d6 that I have lying around because macros are hard.
I didn't get any of that, but I trust you. Go for it.
Nope, that's wrong. Sorry, hold up. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want.
What I really, really want.
Oh, tell me what you want.
Okay, so 5, 2, 4, 9, 8. So 17 radiant total.
17 radiant. Okay.
Yeah, and that blaster is probably mildly red hot and or smoking.
Oh. Okay. I'll just say red hot.
And then I'm gonna I can't action pull Guac with the gun, but I'm gonna let go of it and then take like a good like 15 steps back to get like 20 or 30. Like as if I can get 30 feet between me and this thing, great. If not, as far as possible.
Got it. Yeah, I think you can make it 30 feet.
Cool.
It's a pretty good sized bridge. I'd say it's probably about 50 feet in diameter, so you can probably get 30 feet away from it. Guacamole, I want you to pick high or low.
High.
High? Good choice. I was rolling percentage to see if that burn was going to burn through your suit.
Whoops.
Can I let it burn through my suit?
No. We'll see what next round. For now, the suit is able to keep out the immense heat from this. I rolled a 52, so above a 52 you were fine, below a 52 you would not have been fine.
Yeah. I look at Kayday in the eyes and I'm like, the fire within is hotter than the flame without. You know, it's just like
perfect, absolutely fantastic.
Kayday just like from like where they've sort of walked back and sort of ducked behind cover is like, well, I admire optimism.
Kayday, is that all you got?
That is all I got.
Dr. Glitch, it is now your turn.
Oh my god, Dr. Glitch is gonna go and she's gonna fire. They're gonna firebolt the one that was trying to hurt Kayday, I guess.
Okay, firebolt it.
I will.
Is that a roll, or do I have to roll?
It's a roll to hit.
Got it. Okay. Is that a roll or a roll? I love that.
I rolled a 9. It's probably not gonna hit.
Is it a 9 plus not anything else?
No, it's a 9. It's
okay.
A 9 plus all my stuff.
Unfortunately, that does not hit, and the entity is able to dodge out of the way of the firebolt.
Yeah, Dr. Glitch fires a firebolt, and they're like, "Oh my god, I have this other thing that I have to do," and then they're gonna like try to like they're gonna leave the scene, and they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, I have this computer thing. I'm gonna try to like get into that."
You left the stove burn.
Can I try something here real quick? Can I talk as a free action real quick?
You have 6 seconds.
Cool. Hey, Doc, I'm going to be real proud of you if you stick around and land a shot.
Doc, is not going to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I tried. Moving on.
So Dr. Glitch uses the 30 feet of her movement.
You're like, oh my God, there's all these other things that I can do. And they're going to walk down a hallway, like out of the bridge. In fact.
Okay, well, you can make it 30 feet. You can make it 30 feet in this round.
Absolutely. They make it 30 feet away.
Okay, you're still on the bridge, but you're 30 feet away. You're almost to the door.
Wonderful.
Okay, Dr. Glitch is bamfing. Crisis.
For a good reason.
They got to see to the computers. They left the Evan on. Crisis, it's your turn.
It's still the same one here.
Still the same one.
So after 6 seconds, anyone who knows the Radiant Word cantrip knows it should die. But it does not. As Crisis lets their patron, the star, consume their body in full Starlock glory as they enter Nova as a bonus action. Their feathers burn with the power of the sun.
Okay.
Dealing 1d6 damage to myself.
That
Okay.
is so goth.
But I rolled very well on that. With this, I am going to summon my Eldritch Blast as my main action. My Eldritch Blast, I have the invocation Eldritch Spear and Agonizing Blast, for it is the Spear of Osiris.
Okay. Whew, boy howdy. Okay.
I'm going to throw the spear at the creature, and after all this build-up, I better not miss.
Perfect. Roll to attack.
Kaiya! Does 13 hit?
A 13 does hit.
Oh, thank God. Cool. So I can do, I can damage the creature normally, and then because I'm in Nova at the minute, I can add 2d6 damage to that.
Perfect. Roll that damage for me.
That'll be a total of 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. All right. You look at this entity and feeling that sadness that it dispelled on you earlier, it just lets out a cry and dissipates in energy as it goes back into the lines. And we are out of initiative.
I disable Nova.
Okay. And for now, it seems that whatever danger has passed. What do you do?
Well, we scared them off.
Dr. Glitch wants to go to all the other stations where like captains and like important people would sit and try to like pull information from like those data centers.
Okay. So you want to go to, all right, so we're on the bridge. So you want to try and access what, like ship's logs?
Yes.
All right. So we'll say that back towards the door, to the right, there is a, for lack of a better word, a captain's chair that has a computer built into it, very much Star Trek-like. You can try to access that. So we will go ahead and do another intelligence check.
Okay. I'm getting there. Promise.
No, you're fine. What we got? I have 20 mini clicks open. Is that 11?
Yes.
Okay. So you're able to get, at least you're able to get some form of information this time, as opposed to the med bay that you tried to get information from that computer. You only had a little bit of power left to be able to power this computer. What you're able to pull from it is a shipment notification, a shipment of what appears to be 200 void crystals ready for shipment upon delivery. And this is dated 3 weeks ago to about the time that the station hit its surge. And you know, void crystals are the energy sources for the ships in the galaxy. They are what power the dark matter that allowed the ships, including the one like yours, to move through the void and reach its destinations across the verse. Void crystals can be very expensive, and they are supposedly rare to find. So it's strange to hear that there are 200 ready to be shipped.
Can I take all of this information that I read and commit it to my data center?
I will allow it. All right. So the entity has been subdued. Dr. Glitch has some information. You are on the bridge. What do we do next?
Crisis would also like to try and take some information from the computers, but I'm just going to do it by screaming at it and pecking at it.
Perfect. Okay.
I resist the temptation to look K-Day in the eyes and say, "Look into my eyes. I am the captain now." But I don't do that. It wouldn't be appropriate.
Okay. I'll just say crisis roll for pecking. I think that's a dex. I don't know what that would be. What would that fall under? Wisdom?
Is it like whack-a-mole pecking or is it like targeted pecking?
I'm trying to figure out information about this thing. So maybe investigation?
Sure. Roll an investigation, but you're rolling to peck it. Do you have an energy source to power up the computer that you're getting to?
No, I'm just pecking at it and screaming at it.
Cool. Roll an investigation. You never know what's going to happen. There's a natural 20 out there. You rolled a 9?
A 9.
You break the keyboard.
Oh no.
Smooth move, X-Lax.
Thanks.
I'm gonna stand on it and kind of roost on it.
Okay.
Making eye contact with
roosting.
Guacamole.
No
This
one can
is
see
like-
this broken keyboard if I'm sitting on it.
This is a Zoolander moment. The secrets are inside the computer.
They're in the computer. It's so simple.
Oh my god.
If you had nat 20'd that, I would have given you some form of information somehow. But Crisis lays an egg.
Guacamole eats the egg. How's it taste? No.
It'd be better if it was cooked and not raw. So do you all...
Don't tempt me. I could turn on Nova and cook it on the way out.
Fireball.
So you have the information that Surge started in the server room, and it's a server room, and you assume that anything that might be of any use is going to be not here anymore, unfortunately.
Two things. One, Nova Egg brings an entirely new meaning to the word sunny side up.
Haha.
Two, referencing actually playing this game, I'd like to roll I'd like to sort of see, because you said the place was covered in dust as if it hadn't been touched in ages or something, right?
Right, yeah. So kind of like that crystalline sheen where suddenly there's no life support or heat going to it, that it just starts to freeze, kind of like an Apollo 13.
Okay, yeah.
Like Apollo 11.
I want to see if there's, because I've sort of, now that I've seen sort of this entity thing interact with the floor, I'd like to see if I can see if there's any other similar patterns in like the dust around the bridge, to see if something has moved, that thing has moved through here, or other things like it have moved through at some point.
Sure. Go ahead and roll investigation.
Okay.
Because you're looking for something very
survival for that, because it's tracking.
Yes, I will allow that.
Cool. 22. So you
start looking around and you see that there's ice pretty heavily coated, because obviously it is quite cold. But you start to see that same arcing pattern throughout the consoles, and you get the sense that this entity, or many of these entities, might have been somewhat connected to it. Yes. And it is, and you would almost miss it because there is ice that's built up on top of it. But as you get a closer look, it looks really, really cool. There's this branching pattern underneath it that you almost wouldn't catch if you weren't rolling with 22. I believe you're muted.
I am. So that's fair. Kay's just like, we've got at least another timed entity problem or potentially multiple entity problems. So maybe we get to the bottom of this thing and get the hell off this ship.
All right.
I don't know where I'm going, so if someone could point me to the direction of somewhere we should be going, that would be great.
Well, the person with the most updated schematic would be Dr. Glitch.
Dr. Glitch will give him the information, but they will make it difficult.
Okay. Describe this difficulty. I'm ready.
You from out of town? Well, here's how you get to the 7-Eleven.
When you see the rock that looks like Jesus.
It's like when you actually talk to me and I'm telling you a story, it's like, okay, so to get off of this ship, it's like you have to go this way, but over here there's a blue sign, but no, you don't want the blue sign. You want the green sign on this side. I don't know left from right. You want to go to the green sign and you want to take it this way. I don't know left from right. So you take it this way. And it's a shit show, but I try.
You travel magnetic north down the tube street.
When you hit the golden retriever on the porch, you've gone too far.
You go another 30 steps, and you have to track your steps.
Glitch.
The J bus.
Glitch.
What?
Did you by any chance find a map when you were wandering around that you could just transfer to our data pads?
I don't know. I don't remember. Did I?
Okay.
Let me find out.
You did have an updated schematic. You could, if you'd like to, with your amazing capabilities and your robotic makeup, be able to transfer this.
Let me check my bag.
Just upload it to the cloud.
I put a lot of things in here. So I check my bag and I find a map and a schematic. And I'm like, oh, actually, in fact, I have found it. And I will put it in front of my eyes and data scan it, and then I will upload it to everybody.
Whoa,
perfect.
I could see forever.
That's super cool. So you see the schematic and you see that this almost looks like a vault, almost like a hive. And you're at the top of this circular station, and that there's just layers. And through the center of the station is the lift. So you could easily go back to the lift that you came up and just travel down to the very bottom where this server room is.
Right, to the lift.
To the lift.
Wait,
I will not
have to stop and check a thing?
Nope. So question. K-Day has anticipated Glitch wandering off again, I think, and is going to try to tie that rope around that we started with.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been practicing my lasso all day.
Yeehaw!
Zero gravity, it slowly falls over.
It just drifts. It just keeps going because there's no reason for it to fall. There's no gravity.
Oh boy, howdy.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, no, we're going this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll say that for expediency's sake, you make it to the lift and you make it down. You make it down to the server with, I can't say without issue,
with minimal incident.
With only, I will say only 3 or 4 diversions. Ooh, sorry, my Florida came out.
Oh. All right.
Anyways,
so
with any diversions.
This is very good. Okay.
We're doing great.
Fantastic.
Doing terrific. You make it down to the outside of this of the server room. And we'll say that the light from your helmets is able to at least give you a little bit of sheen, as down here there are no portholes. There's no light coming in. There's no light behind the doors.
KJ sensibly takes out a flashlight.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know what happened. What happened? Did I miss a thing?
Not to be one up to Crisis Hex Guacamole suit and cast light on it.
Perfect. I feel like I broke everything with my Florida. I apologize.
Hey, no, it's good.
No. I'm from Virginia. You don't need to apologize.
Doing it live indeed.
It's appropriate for this particular kind of game, so here we are.
It's midnight. Nothing. We can't be responsible, but I am sober, so that's good.
Scratticus after dark matter.
Yep.
Nice to meet you, sober.
So you are met with this. You are met with this bulkhead door that has no energy.
Just like us.
No, I don't think energy is our issue right now.
No, it's really not.
Floor Man says.
Oh boy.
Hold on, let me get my gators and moccasin snakes out of the way.
Can I try and power? Can I try and power this thing with the energy of the sun? I just want to.
You want to blast it? Yeah, sure.
I just want to Star Wars Eldritch blast the controls.
Yes, I will. I like this. Go for it. Eldritch blast this control.
That's like trying to power it with a hammer.
Nope, we're gonna do it. I get it.
It's happening. It's a very bright and shiny hammer.
Yep.
A solid, accurate hit for a small amount of damage.
Okay. We'll roll the hit. I have
21. 21 to hit.
21. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh
I'd set it at 15, so you're perfect.
Right on the thing. Only 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage. So we will say that the energy Sorry, I accidentally looked at chat and one of my best friends is in it. Baja ass blaster. Shit. That broke me. I shouldn't have chat open. It hits and expels just enough energy for it to like spasm and like open. And you now have access to this very dark server room.
Can I see the dark server room?
You can see a dark room, yes.
Oh, shit. Okay. Dr. Glitch wants to go into the dark server room.
Okay. You go in and you at least have some light from your helmet. So I'll give you that you can see 30 feet in front of you. Fine.
I'd like to shut the door behind me, though.
It won't move.
Oh, okay.
Like maybe the 2 points of damage to the console, it's jammed open for now.
Okay, that's fine.
So you try to.
Mm-hmm. I want to try to get all the information I can from the ship.
Okay. Well, the good news is that you're at least in this server room. And so if you wanted to, you could try to find how to get it back online to get better access to the computers, or you can try and use whatever power cells you have left to gain what is becoming increasingly less and less more time you're able to power these computers. So
I am a sorcerer and I have like all of these like nanobots like running through me, and I have proficiency on like on data, the proficiency. I don't have that on my sheet though, but if you tell me what to roll, I will try to roll data and I will hopefully just know the shit out of everything.
Okay.
Know the shit out of everything.
I would love to know.
The tech skill, yeah.
Okay. Well, first. We got to see what you can find.
Okay.
So let's roll a perception check.
Tight. I will.
Yeah. Let's start with that, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, but I have a -1. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I got a 14.
14. Okay. So we'll say that as you're turning around, some of the light from your helmet is able to illuminate some of the things around you. And you, in the area, at least in this 15 feet, you're able to you just see what should be servers, but there's these kind of gleams coming at you. And
Mhm.
these don't look like servers. And you turn and you see over in the corner, you do see kind of like a main console.
Mhm.
And that is all you can see from your vantage point. So you do have a console over there that you can go and fiddle with to your heart's content. I will say that the DC for gaining access into this is going to continue going up as you're expending energy out of your body that will eventually need to replenish, if that makes sense.
It does.
Okay.
For sure.
So
My
let's roll it.
My robot body wants to expend all of the energy I can.
I am horribly ADHD. I completely understand why. I totally get it. This is very on brand for me.
First thing. Okay. Just
so
tell
you can
me
either so we can continue with the intelligence check, or if there is a stat that you feel would work best for this and you have a good investigation, I'll allow it.
Thanks. I'm good at that one.
Go for it. I believe in you.
Oh, I got a 20.
A natural 20 or a dirty 20?
No, just an unnatural 20, but still.
That is enough. So you start to glean from this station. I'll say that you, with a dirty 20, I'll give you a couple of things.
It's not dirty. It's pretty clean. I'm a doctor.
It is so beautiful. It's so fantastic.
Thanks.
You get the sense that this station is not a data analysis station.
Mm-hmm.
You get the planet below is a rare planet because of its ties to the ethereal plane.
Mm-hmm.
The void crystals, a true void crystal with an entity inside of it, or a paired entity, are rare and expensive. These are like bastardized versions of void crystals. These crystals tend to come from the souls beneath, and the ethereal plane are being harvested.
Oh no.
And that's all you can glean before you hear a loud crash.
Which direction?
It's coming from further into the server room.
Oh,
and you hear a loud moan.
Oh no.
An angry scream.
Oh no.
And I want you all to roll initiative.
Oh no.
All right. I will go in here and look at this.
Oh, Grant. 20.
Okay.
Twinsies.
So is that a 20, Grant? Or 19?
19.
Okay. 19. Okay. 19, 17, 16. Ooh, shit. I have to roll initiative. That's right. I have to do things. I'm sorry. We're doing it live. Ooh, that's... For once, right. I've actually rolled a very good initiative. No big deal. This entity goes first. Woo-ha! Woo-ha! Cool. And it's going to come for you, Dr. Glitch, since you were the one that was powered up that computer.
Are we
and
sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is... Don't worry about me. I like to roll physical dice because roll 20 confuses me. Mm-hmm. It's going to miss you, though, with an 8.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Don't worry. But it has 2 attacks. So it's going to come at you again for a 20.
Oh, yeah, wait, let me look. Click.
Yeah, just check to make sure. Perfect. And that is going to be 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
10, are you sure?
Pretty darn.
Okay, cool. We're good.
As it takes an angry and defensive stance against these crystalline servers that now lie behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is its turn. So let's see. The next in the initiative was the 19s. So that is Grant or Lydia. Who is up first?
It'll be Dr. Glitch first.
All right, Dr. Glitch, it is now your turn.
Thank you, Sphinx, who donates an advantage to all the players.
Ooh, huzzah. They're going to need it.
I was Dr. Glitch and I was taking that damage. Am I doing it again?
It's your turn.
No,
it's your turn. So
Oh,
now
it's
you can dish out the damage should you want. And you
Oh.
see before you this large ethereal beast.
Yeah, for sure. While it damaged me, was it in front of me, like within like melee range, or was it?
Yeah, it came up to you, it slammed you. I will say yes, it remained in melee with you.
Perfect. I will try to shocking grasp it.
Okay, go for it.
That's
Is that
not
an
good.
8?
That's a big 8.
That unfortunately misses.
That's
As it just looks at you.
That's too bad.
It is too bad. I'm so sorry. Is there anything else you want to do?
No.
I believe they did get a, what was it? A crit to everybody? Was that what it was?
It was
Scratch.
advantage.
Advantage.
I didn't
So
use it. Cool. I'll try to use it next time.
go ahead.
No.
Okay. I am a kind queen. Guacamole. It's your turn.
Yeah.
Glitch, I'm so sorry.
Guacamole-
Was there anything else you wanted?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Guacamole leaps at the creature and attempts to puncture it with my sharp sword.
Your sharp sword. Okay. Go for it.
I'm using
Roll.
my advantage, and I got 22.
22. That absolutely hits. Roll damage.
All right, so it's 6 points of damage plus 3 more points. I'm using one of my College of the Sword features. And that'll also raise my armor class for the remainder of the turn. And I'm going to use it. Also increases my movement. So I got in, poked, and then I'm kind of backing away, hoping to provoke an opportunity attack.
Okay. And how much damage did you deal again? I'm so sorry.
9 total.
9 total. Okay.
Magical
Perfect.
piercing damage.
Perfect. Good to know.
10. Sorry, I got a +1.
10. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're moving away from it?
Yep.
It will absolutely try to make an attack on
Oh,
you.
I forgot I have like no armor class. I'm used to playing someone that actually wears armor. All right.
That's fine. That's fine. That's gonna be a 22.
Misses.
22 misses. Perfect.
No,
that's gonna
hits. I have
that's
an
gonna
armor
be
class of
no,
10.
I was literally just gonna go. That's gonna be 10 points of damage.
I was just like, I'm always like, yeah, it hits when the number's over 20. But I'm like,
Yeah, I was just gonna be like, that misses? Okay, 10 points of damage. We've all
Okay.
been there.
Guacamole's down.
Yeah, that doesn't hit anything.
Guacamole goes down with 10 points.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, he's actually pretty swole. Like his highest stats are like strength and constitution. Like, yeah, he was just a random character. I was invited onto a stream. It was an 11th level campaign. They rolled a 10-sided die. I got to make a 4th level character, and then I hit random stats. I had a 5 in charisma, and I was a bard.
I love it.
Beautiful.
So the entity will just scream at you, slam you, and scream, "Get out!"
No,
And Crisis.
Oh.
No, it's not Crisis. Who is it? It's K-Day. K-Day, it's your turn.
Oh, this one talks. So I somewhere in the crazy things, I lost track of any description you gave of this thing.
Mhm.
Could you refresh my memory on that?
Absolutely. So you see that it's only almost illuminated from the light from your torch and the light from your helmets, and it has like this very ethereal and ghostly looking appearance, but it is immense, and its face it almost looks as if it was like an armored mask, but it doesn't appear to have any type of corporeal body as it's moving and shifting in front of you in a protective stance to these crystalline servers behind it.
Okay, so it's kind of like a energy thing in an armor thing? Is that what did I get that right? Or
yeah, so it looks like it has, like, if a ghost died wearing armor. So it looks
Somehow
ethereal.
That made a lot of sense. Okay.
Yeah, like imagine
okay.
Harry Potter, he died and
Yeah.
like has armor, and you could see through it, and it doesn't seem to have, it has a form, but it doesn't seem to have a solid form.
Gotcha. K-Day just kind of like hears it scream, get out, and is just like, and just kind of like puts the hand with the blaster that had jumped into his hand essentially when we drew, and takes a step back out of the server room and is like, can we talk about this? Because clearly you can talk, and that's better than the other thing I ran into earlier today.
Why don't you roll me a persuasion?
Sure.
As I assume you're trying to persuade this entity to stop fighting.
14. Wait, nope. I have an advantage. 21.
21. Okay, that is much better. The entity looks at you and sees you drop your weapon and still has that really defensive stance in front of the server room, but it makes no advance.
Katie just turns to everyone, turns kind of like, that means don't shoot.
All right. Is anybody else going to try and attack this? Or are we going to try and do a talking?
Crisis, I will shoot you.
Crisis is like, give me it.
Like, I think at this point, Crisis has a fireball in hand. Like, oh, come on! Crisis grumbles.
Guacamole feels like very confused, having drawn blood on his blade, and he's just like, but what is my purpose?
Dr. Glitch has another thing that she's that they're interested in, and probably doesn't even notice what's going on.
Okay. So this entity will see that it kind of looks at all of you and tries to take in what's going on, takes in what you're wearing, takes in who you are.
My outfit.
My outfit, oh no. Takes in Crisis's glorious suit and kind of looks in you in this peculiar gaze, and you see it expand as it starts to draw itself into this room. And in doing so, power starts to return to it. And with it, the light and the warmth. And you start to see now row upon row upon row of crystals.
No.
And you see in the closest one, a figure just moving around it, and you would start to see it swirling, and then you'd see a face, and then it pulls back, and the last and then a transmission, it starts to try and speak through it in a more kind voice. They stole us. They trapped us. They sold us. They deserve what they get. Do not power this on. And the gross realization comes to you. And the things that Dr. Glitch had learned. The station was never about collecting data. It was about collecting souls. It was about trying to corner the market on void crystals. Void crystals, the good ones, are very expensive, and they're always tied to an entity because the crystals, they always have their own personality. Sally is one of those personalities. And so they had trapped these souls from this ethereal planet, and you see thousands now before you.
Well, I'm not okay with that.
Guacamole thinks he might just cast like shatter on it and just be like, "Duh!" I don't know, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to process this. He's like, between us, we might have half a soul. And it's crisis. I mean, half of Guacamole has no soul, by the way. There was a deal with a demon lord, and I lost it like half a campaign ago. Then we got 2 robots, and Warlock gave half their soul to a patron. So this is hard for us to like digest, right?
For sure, right?
Yeah.
Are we just gonna let this fly though?
No.
Okay.
Actually, no. Crisis raises a good point.
Yes.
If we break all this shit, do you guys go home? Do y'all like stay get trapped here? Like, how does that function if we just go wrecking ball in this whole place?
Coming like a wrecking.
Uh-huh.
The entity will just say return us.
Hey, Crisis!
Burn it.
I turned
Fireball
over
the shit out of it.
You want to fireball the shit out of it inside this room? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Angry now, escape plan later.
Okay.
Don't worry if a fire gets out of control.
Well,
are we in a vacuum? The fire might not stick. No oxygen.
Technically, I've been approaching it as magical fire, which does not need oxygen to support it. It runs off the energy of the person. But
starts walking by and like blasting crystals
I'll do fire. I'll do like
as fast as possible.
I don't have fireball, but I will do fire bolts. If I see my older brothers doing it, I'm gonna do it too.
Okay. So you guys start moving through this, what is no longer a server room.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a room full of souls. You start to break these, in which each one breaks these almost clouds of smoke with these faces start to swirl. And if only this room had oxygen, you could only imagine the sound that they could be making at this moment. And more continue to swirl, more continue to swirl as you continue to break, and more continue to swirl, and more continue to swirl. And it just is filling this room as it swirls around you and swirls around you. And then everything goes black. And you don't hear anything. You don't see anything. And you wake up. And you're back in your stasis pods. And the same voice rings through. Hello, crew. We have reached our destination. Please join me on the bridge at your earliest convenience. And you go out onto the bridge and you look out at the same ship, the same station, the same cord reaching down into the planet. And you wonder, is this the first time you've been here? The second time you've been here? What do you do now? And that's where we're going to end the game.
Guacamole just comes into frame with a crowbar.
Yep, just like it's like, all right, here we go again.
Dr. Glitch comes into the frame, but they're still sleeping. They're sleeping in. They're oversleeping.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Is all of you on the bridge looking at someplace you must have been a couple of times.
Ooh, that's good.
Kaiya, wonderful work.
Oh.
There's the books. We didn't have
there's the
boof.
Oh, boof, boof. Oh, boof, boof.
Well, everyone, let's go round, talk about who we are and where we can find each other online and all of the good stuff that we do. We'll go the other way around this time and start with Ryomasa.
It's gone. Okay, well, that starts with me.
Hi.
So hi, hi. I am John or Ryamasa on Twitter. I am Ryamasa with a 0, not an O. What else? I've been on I've been on shows before. I know. There's words that come out here usually. It's almost 1 o'clock. At least for EST, as far as where I am. And yeah, so my Twitter is primarily. Oh my god,
Look at that floof. I know what kind of dog that is, and I want to eat it. It's so cute.
Yeah, so anyway, my Twitter is mostly tabletop RPG things and also mental health posts because I do both. I am a drama therapy student working in therapeutic tabletop and LARP as my focus. So that and screaming about video games. So
What more could you ask for? What more could you ask?
Oh, buddy.
Next, we'll go round the screen to Hunter and Lydia.
I have to mute because sometimes he's very loud. I'm Lydia. You can find me on Twitter at Lydia Heals. You can find me here on Tuesday nights on Scratticus' channel on Children of Feld. It's so much fun. I laughed probably harder than I've ever laughed in my life on Tuesday. I hope to repeat that over and over again. But if you feel like Alice is my soulmate. Anyways, if you want to find me and where I'm going to be, just follow me on Twitter. I'm at Lydia Heals. I had so much fun. Thank you for having me. Also, happy birthday to Grant, even though it's after midnight. It still counts. You haven't gone to sleep yet. Happy B-Day.
Thank you.
That's it.
What a brilliant segue. Happy birthday, Grant R. Ellis, Wise Papa Grant, the rap master, Bad Boy Grant. How you doing?
Oh, yeah, it went too fast. I made it fly out of my mouth. I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for having me on. It's been a little while since I stepped in the academy. So I got to play with a lot of cool friends, and my local dungeon masters like Kaiya. So like that's awesome, and Lydia's a neighbor, and John and I have run into each other at conventions for a number of years now, and really appreciate everything that everyone's doing in the community. If you want to hit me up, you can find me on Twitter at Wise Papa Grant. I do a lot. Like I published 7 books over 2019 as a designer, and I'm the producer for WebDM's Twitch channel. We're coming back in 2020, and yeah, just happy to be here. And thank you all for the birthday wishes.
Last but most certainly not. A wonderful DM in our midst, Kaiya.
Hey everyone, I'm Kaiya Gasson. My main hope is just that everybody had fun.
oh yeah.
After reading through Dark Matter, I definitely want to create all the spooky things. It looks so awesome. Go check it out. You can find me on Twitter at CritCharisma. I live also over on the Variant Rules channel where I have a show, Nerd Out. There will be a special holiday episode with me in the hot seat on Monday. I want to say at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then following that at 6 p.m. Eastern, I will be in Grim Femmes with Emma Hansen as the DM, where we all play through our trauma. Please stop by and check it out. It is absolutely beautiful. The people that I'm playing with, I couldn't be more lucky to be with. And then following that, because it's gonna be a long day of streaming for me, at 10:30 Eastern, I will be over on the Dice Priory channel for our Firefly Tales of the Verse, where I play a very strong ship's mechanic named Revna, who is married to the most beautiful woman in the galaxy, Val. And it is fantastic. And happy holidays, happy early holidays to everybody. And thank you so much, Scrap, for letting me do this. I'm so sorry. I hope it was fun.
It was so much fun. You have no reason to apologize. You let me live my best bird life, and I'm sure we all feel the same way. Thank you, everyone, actually. This has been a ton of fun, and the perfect ending to our 12-hour D&D. Yeah, that makes sense. So, as for me, everyone, please check out our social links. If you've enjoyed yourself today, if you found yourself here after any raids or anything else like that, follow up. Click the Discord, click the Twitter, click the YouTube. Come and be a part of the community. If you send me a DM on Twitter, I will get you a D&D game. And if you stick around and come and be a part of the community for a little while, you can do a lot more with that as well. We love having people onto DM and all sorts of things. Also, YouTube, you can catch up on all of the things, so please do that too. lastly, no wait, that's not lastly. What am I saying? Hi. I have 3 sponsors, so let's do them first. Mayhem Press, they created the Dark Matter system. So if you liked some of the stuff you heard today, do go and check them out. It's now available on hardback. You can use the code MHPScrat and get it delivered to your door for 15% with a 15% discount attached to it. Also check out the Deck of Many. You might have seen me holding up the flash cards. I thought the Donjon fit well for the Void Crystals quite nicely. The Deck of Many, they created the Deck of Many animated things, the Deck of Many animated spell cards, the Humblewood setting for 5e. If you've heard of any of those things, they're our sponsor. Go and show them some love. And lastly, Hero Forge for all of your miniature needs. Hundreds of pieces to make thousands of combinations with unique poses that you can fine-tune and set yourself aside plenty of time because it's a lot of fun. That is about it for me. Thank you all for coming along on this wonderful show.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a raid. We need a raid cry. Anyone from chat? Anyone in game? Think of a raid
Well, Variant
cry?
Rules is still going on with their Christmas Krampus
I
episode.
would hit them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're doing a very
Yeah.
good job.
Hit
Also,
them
they're-
up.
they're
Emma
doing a
works
lot of
so
good
hard on
things.
that game. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah. Well,
They have
I was...
all the captions set up. It looks good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alright, I already have that window open. I'm gonna head there. I just want a raid cry.
Okay.
Fair.
I was instantly going to be
Okay.
like, it's Variant Rules or nothing.
Just hit, we are VR. There's your cry. Hit them with it.
Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Oh, Arvin Aragon. We're just finishing, Arvin. Thank you very much, Arvin and the Arvanauts, for popping in. Join us on our raid. Come and raid with us. We're going to go raid with you two now.
Raid cry is cacaw.
Oh, my goodness.
Ah!
Oh, yes. Let's do it.
Ah! Oh, God.
I love it. With the flaming rulebook. Let's do it.
I'm in it.
There we go. And I think all of you now have access to that as well with the subs gifted today. So thank you very much, everyone, for your generosity. Can you tell I can't type and everything else? Great timing by you.
I believe in you.
Okay.
Thank
so
you all
we
so
have
much.
got a large amount of raiders today raiding the Variant Roles channel. Let's show our love. They're going to be really hype. This is going to be a wonderful thing to bring along. So everyone come along, say something in the chat. Really pour the love on them. Let's do this. Until next
Yeah.
time.
I love ready to pour in a pitcher. I'm ready.
I get it. Get your pictures. We're going to pour some love.
Oh, wait. I got my pitcher. It's empty.
Oh,
I'll show them that.
boo.
When you look across your field of... Anyway, let's go. Catch you later, everyone. Keep on evoking emotions. Bye!